We transitioned to Sunday afternoon. Joe Burr
Showed out.
and Josh Allen. That game, I watched that game from the beginning to the end.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to lie. After that, I think it was the second touchdown to Hurst. That's when I realized the Bills is not winning this game.
Yeah.
Because you could tell mentally they was out
Bro,
of it.
the Bengals were a plus 200.
Man.
They were a huge underdog going in there, man.
It was crazy because I'm looking at the game and I'm just like, Joe Burrow is not like bothered by.
Nah, dude,
He's
doesn't
not bothered by the snow, the weather. He's
care.
not bothered by like the rush. He's like cool, comfortable.
Joe cool, man.
It's crazy,
Insane.
man.
He's deadly accurate. Like
In his third
in
season.
the snow, he's so accurate. It was insane. Like
Yeah.
he outplayed Josh Allen so much.
One of
He's
the
kept up.
broadcasters said that if he retired right now, he'd have the highest completion percentage in NFL history.
I believe
That's
it.
crazy.
He's different. Third year, and he's already made 2 AFC champions. It's literally like if you look at the AFC now, you got Mahomes and Burrow. They're going to be battling for years. Yeah. Allen just can't get himself in there.
I'm about to say, do y'all think like in my opinion, do y'all think Allen is just gonna be one of them quarterbacks where he's a good quarterback in the regular season, but in the playoffs he's just not good?
I don't want to say it, man, because it's Phillip Rivers 2.0.
I saw a comparison.
Yes,
it is.
Phillip Rivers. That's
because you look at Phillip Rivers' teams, bro. They were always great.
Yeah.
But they can never get over the hump. He never made it to the Super Bowl. He had one of the best running backs of all time this season.
Oh yeah, and for the people who don't know who Phillip Rivers is,
bro, they gotta know who Phillip Rivers.
No,
is.
but you got some people who don't know who Phillip Rivers is. Coming in the new generation,
he's a dog, bro.
So Phillip Rivers was a quarterback for the Chargers,
Yep.
And then he played 1 year with the Colts. But yeah, man, like with his time with the Chargers, I mean,
he was great.
It was just because I'm gonna say it like this: certain teams be good at certain bad times. And especially doing certain dominance. Like, he was in the years where you coming against a Patriots dynasty.
Peyton Manning.
Eli Manning.
So, like,
Big Ben.
I think he get overshadowed a lot by those guys because his
He
playoff
does.
runs. And then he could have got it. He could have made it far in the 2000, I think it was like 2006 season where
when LT was MVP in 06.
Yeah, so like they could have won that year, but then like it was the fumble after the pick, and it was
that year they had the number 1 offense and the number 1 defense, and they didn't make the playoffs.
That was crazy.
That is
he had so many good
insane.
players too.
Antonio Gates, Vincent Jackson, man, he doesn't get enough respect. He is a baller.
Wait, didn't they have
There's some other receiver. I can't think of his name.
Michael Floyd.
Yeah.
They had
a big name we were missing.
they said Vincent Jackson. It's somebody that's on the stick.
Well, Gates was like his main
Yeah, I'm about to look it up too.
Yeah. Look that up.
It's gonna hurt.
But yeah, man, it's
That's
just
a good comp, though.
but that's a good comparison, man, because I feel like with Josh Allen, you could tell like Diggs was getting frustrated with him.
He went out and tweeted after the game how frustrated he was.
Yeah, like it was just because when you just go in the playoffs and it's like, you losing by close against the Chiefs, and then like second year you lose, and then third time is like.
Well, I mean, you can really make the comparison between Phillip Rivers and Allen even more now because we're in that era where like. A lot of QBs are. It's like a lot of these guys are going to be generational.
Yeah,
like Burrow is
Burrow
generational. Mahomes has been generational since he's been in the league. Allen's a good quarterback, and then you got Herbert, who's good on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like he's just gonna. They have to find a way to. There's just something that they're missing. I don't know what it is.
Like you look at their roster.
Their roster's complete. It's a complete roster. It really is.
And it's another thing that I would say because besides the Josh Allen, because Josh Allen, that's going to be all on him. I think this game was all on Josh Allen
for sure.
Because I think even defensively, you could be like, well, they lost Von Miller in the injury, and they were still ranked like last in defense in the past couple games before going to the playoffs. But I think, besides defense, it's got to be Josh Allen. Got to rally the guys together to get better.
Well, yeah, because like
dominate.
when you go down 14-0 and a team that comes in there that's really hungry and they want to get back, they want revenge, and you give them any sort of momentum, you're not winning the game. Like you're just not. They just looked flat on offense. They couldn't get themselves in the red zone. They can't get themselves where Allen is comfortable. He ran the ball.
Yeah.
Not enough though. Like he couldn't get out of the pocket. He couldn't make the right throw. I mean, granted, I mean, you can't even say it's because of the snow because Joe Burrow played a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It's just Joe Burrow was just making like
just
good
outplayed
plays.
him.
Yeah, he just got outplayed, man. And
Straight up, like
it's just crazy, man. But overall, man, that game, I'm excited to see that next round, man.
That's gonna be a hell of a game.
It's gonna be a great game, man. Like before we go to the biggest disappointment all weekend, I just want to say this right now, man. It's crazy because I think my prediction is slowly gonna get true with the Bengals and Chiefs.
Hey, I took them to win, bro, and I think that if they can go into Kansas City and make a statement again,
He's never lost to Mahomes.
the problem is like if you look at the two opponents that he would hypothetically have to face, the Eagles or the 49ers, like those are two great defenses that he hasn't seen all year. So
Yes, but I mean the Bills statistically have a great defense. They did lose two players. They lost
Yeah, that's
White
true.
and Poyer on that one play, but I don't see.
yeah,
the
at that
Bengals
point the game
slow
was over
down.
though.
He played the Rams defense last year, and he didn't look bad in the Super Bowl.
No, yeah, the Super Bowl was his performance was good.
Yeah,
I think
overall.
Burrow might get over the hump this year. He might get that ring.
I'm gonna be honest. The Bengals getting their first ring with Burrow. Oh my God! I'm gonna tell you this right now. Joey B needed cash in. So the Bengals organization, y'all need to pay that man.
I mean, they need to lock him up for
absolutely,
him,
bro.
for the organization and Burrow.
Yeah, they need to pay.
They
that
do need
man.
to get him an O-line though. So at some point they got to do
guaranteed.
it. They gotta
He's your
do it.
franchise at this
Do
point.
you think that Burrow could get a Mahomes type of contract?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see teams trend. When you get a guy like that, you cannot let him go.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's gonna get that much money.
I'm saying
He's
8
gonna
years, 300.
I'm gonna go with like 700, 250, maybe 275, because
7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
I'd even go higher. I think he's at this point for the next 10 years. You're looking at it, he's probably the second best guy.
Well, no,
I mean,
but the reason why I think they're probably gonna lower the price, cause I think Joe gonna realize that
needs pieces around him.
Pieces around him. So he's gonna realize I want to keep Jamar here. I want to keep my receivers here. I want to keep key pieces on the defensive side of the ball.
Getting no line.
So again, O-line. So that's going to be his main
That's
priority.
the Brady model. Brady every year in New England took less money so they could put a better team.
That's the thing
around
about
him.
Mahomes. Is like he got that big contract, so he has Kelsey, but like they had to let go of Hill, and he obviously made it work.
Yeah.
But like Burrow, do you think Burrow would succeed in a Mahomes type of situation? That's the real question.
Well, I think it's because you gotta look at the offensive schemes too.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the big difference because
I mean, Zach Taylor's a great head coach.
Yeah, but you gotta look at the Andy Reid system.
That's true.
Like the Andy Reid system really flourished with Donovan McNabb, and McNabb had multiple different receivers every year.
Even Alex Smith when he came in Kansas City.
And that's another example too.
Just gotta credit Andy Reid.
Yeah, and like it's just interesting because it's just like you gotta really remember like it's Andy Reid, so his offense is gonna really work for just needing one good piece, and you can have like different pieces. Like this year you had Juju, where like before like Juju wasn't really making the biggest contribution, but he still was like making plays. You still got other receivers that's like a 3 receiver guy, and they still were making plays.
Like MVS involved. They brought in Kadarius Toney. He was scoring touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. No matter who they seem to put around him.
Right?
Yeah, Pacheco had a great year.
Yeah. Like
whoever they put in the
sorry if I
offense
misspelled his name.
does really well.
Mispronounce his name, but yeah, like that's the main thing, man.
But how much is that, do you think, on Andy Reid or Mahomes elevating the player? I think it honestly could be a 50-50. It could be Andy Reid's system and Mahomes.
I think it's Mahomes because I think Mahomes, I think he really developed himself as a quarterback.
Yes.
Andy Reid has a great track record of really helping quarterbacks out because you got to remember, too, he definitely – wasn't he the coach when Matt Castle was there, too?
He might have been, yeah.
Probably. When did he sign in KC? I thought it was 2013.
I don't know. It was some year
because it was Chip Kelly replaced him.
Yes.
In 2013. Yeah. I think he signed with Kansas City in 2013. So Matt Castle would not have.
No, it was 2013.
Yeah, because I remember it because it was a big story that they fired him.
Yeah.
Because they had it down. Because 2012, the Eagles were not good. It was like the last year of Mike Vick, and like they were like on the downhill. They had like a bunch of washed up guys. It wasn't really Andy Reid's fault. I'm pretty sure they went like 4-12.
Yeah.
No, because matter of fact, that was 2013 because that was the year Alex Smith became a Pro Bowler.
Yes.
That year.
He was good. Alex Smith doesn't get enough credit, man. He's a good QB.
It was just a gruesome injury.
Yeah.
It's just
that was late in his career, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like
they drafted Mahomes in the first round.
And I think that was a good mentor. And that was a great mentor.
That was smart. They should.
Yeah.
The fact that they didn't throw him into the fire right away is the reason why he's the way he is.
I think Mahomes even credited, Alex Smith.
Yeah,
for that year.
Because he's willing. Because like guy like Alex Smith is like willing to mentor certain guys. Mm-hmm. Like you'll have veterans in the league that like they don't care. They'll just be like,
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is one. Ryan Tannehill. I've heard Ryan Tannehill was also like that.
He did not want to mentor Malik Willis.
Yeah, I heard that.
It's becoming a trend, man. It really is becoming a big trend with a lot of older quarterbacks. They going through, but it's an egos thing though.
Yeah.
Because a lot of sports is egos. Like imagine you being on top of the world as a QB and then all of a sudden you drafted this young rookie hotshot quarterback, and all of a sudden, he's going to be the star the next year. So you might want to go ahead and mentor him. And like, if you're an older player, you're going to feel disrespected by it.
No, that's true.
So
I get it, but you're not obligated to do anything. But like at the same time, like if you really want to see your franchise succeed down the line, I don't see why.
Someone probably did it for them. Like Aaron Rodgers didn't want to do it for love, but I'm sure Brett Favre did some mentoring, even though that is.
Honestly, Brett Favre with his character, I don't think he did shit, bro. I really don't think he did shit.
I don't think Brett Favre did anything.
I don't think he did jack shit.
I think teams need to take after this Mahomes model though, and start not throwing these quarterbacks into the fire.
Well, the thing is, they threw Burrow into the fire, and he's just been a god. So,
well, a lot of situations is kind of like certain teams is in certain situations where like they either have a veteran quarterback that they can have like in front of them to prep them, and then you got some situations where they have to start now. Like look at the Bears. The Bears had who they had? Like they had Nick Foles before Fields, and then Fields took over. It wasn't like Nick Foles, he won the Super Bowl in Philly, but like Nick Foles overall.
I mean, the Bears are just a whole.
They're a mess.
They're a mess, man.
We can spend a whole episode just on fixing the Bears.
But